And don't talk crap.
I mean, like, you could easily fail them, but...
Okay,
Okay, proving that quadrilaterals are parallelograms. This is similar to when we proved that two lines were parallel. Remember, if two lines are parallel, one of 5 things, or it's actually 6, are true. Corresponding angles are congruent, or yep. Same side interior supplementary. Remember doing that?
Yeah.
Where you had a picture and you had to give the reason why they're parallel. You would just say here, corresponding angles are congruent. Today is going to be similar. You're going to have a picture of a quadrilateral, and if it's not a parallelogram, you just put no, and if it is, you put the reason why. So, just like here in the parallel lines, there was 6 choices. This has, I think it's 5. Okay, so the first thing you can look for is both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Okay? Now the key is it's got to be both. So if you see a picture like this and it shows that that's parallel, and these two, then you would write that. Okay? Second one is both pairs of opposite sides are congruent. So if you see this, if this equals that and that equals that, you'd put this reason. The third thing is one pair of opposite sides are parallel and congruent. So it only has to be one pair. So if you saw a picture like this, where this equals that and this is parallel to that. Okay, so just one pair is both congruent and parallel. Or it could be this pair. Then, someone said it before right away, opposite angles are congruent. So if you see a picture like this, where this is 60 and that's 60 and this is 120 and that's 120, okay? Then the fifth one would be consecutive. It's kind of, these kind of go hand in hand. Consecutive angles are supplementary. So here, that would work for this one too. That adds up to 180, or that adds up to 180, and that adds to 180, and that adds up to 180. Okay? And the last one is diagonals. Remember what the diagonals do on a parallelogram? Nope. Remember, that's angles. Angles are 360. Diagonals are when you draw the lines inside.
Oh, it's vertice to vertice.
So what do they do? They what? They intersect, but what happens to each one?
We don't know.
Bisect.
Bisect.
Each other. So that picture, you would have the diagonals drawn in there, and it would show you that this equals that, and this equals that.
What was that?
Okay?
What was that?
It's not even.
So, if one of these 6 things is true, it is a parallelogram. And again, just like before when it says describe why it is, the description is one of these, just like when we did the parallel lines. an example of something that's not, if they gave you something like this, where that equals that, and this is parallel to that. That doesn't satisfy any one of these right here. So if you saw this picture, you would just say no. Okay? If they just put that, one set of sides,
No.
no. If they did this,
TJ just hit me.
70 and 110, that's not enough because we don't know what these are. These are supplementary, but we don't know what this is and we don't know what that is. So that'd be no. But if they added one more angle, then it would be yes. And you could actually put either one of these opposite. That's the shortest one, so I'd probably put that one, but huh? You have to. So yeah, you would just say on this picture, opposite angles are congruent. Because you'd know this would be 70 even though it's not written in there. Because they got to add up to 360. Okay? So that's what our assignment is today, is we got a bunch of pictures, and if it's not, you just put no. If it is, you put which reason it is.
Why is this chapter easier than everything else we've done?
Well, because you've done a lot of quadrilaterals before.
Actually,